Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another quality cast from your favourite cast of Mega Guy, bringing to the Australian Esports League quarterfinals match between Mates in Six and Young Money Club YMC. We've been here before. I've casted these teams in this exact matchup in an earlier tournament this year, so this should be interesting. Mates in Six have really, I have to say, I'm becoming a fan. Every time I cast them, they seem to just be picking up their gameplay just a little bit more every single time, you know, and I think potentially they can, not going to discount Young Money Club. I have seen some great plays earlier this year in Tide's Wrath, or was it the Defence of the Australians? Can't remember which one. It might have been both. They went really that game against some very high-end Australasian teams, so they can definitely bring their own style of Dota to the table. But let's have a look what's on the board. Bisford, what are the teams looking to play, ban or whatever? What's in front of us? Mates in Six banning out the Outer Titan. And we see this a lot in professional leagues. Even after the nerf to the Ancestral Spirit, he's not cracking out as much damage as he once was. He's still a difficult hero to deal with. He still has that potential to really socket to a tri-lane, and he can hold his ground really well. So still warrants a ban. Lich, on the other hand, we have seen a lot of Lich play. Sort of last 5 weeks, but in the last, like, I want to say week and a half, Lich has really fallen off, and I don't really understand the logic for why teams are no longer favouring Lich. But Mates in Six, they don't want to fight the potential Lich in the middle dual combo, and so they've identified that and they're like, hey, that's something we don't want to deal with. We feel that Lich is a particularly dreadful hero to go up against. That old, the fact that he could deny your own creeps and suck up that XP makes for a really good dual mid partner, so we don't want to go up against that. So we're going to ban out 2 utility heroes, but at the same time, there's just so much left in the pool that we can pick up. Young Money Club, they answer that with, of course, one of the best junglers slash pushers. I use bunny air quotes. It is Chen. And the Venomancer ban. And that is a strong ban. Venomancer is, I think, next to Clockwork, the second most picked up hero in the month of November for Premier League. So, very solid ban they're coming out of YMC. They know what they're doing as well. But all the heroes we're used to seeing being banned, they are in the pool, and we could see some amazing plays. Gotta quickly shout out also to the sponsors for this. Just looking it up because I didn't do my homework. Don't know if there is, but hey, look, if you're listening to the in-game client, come along and check out the stream on www.twitch.tv/esportsdaily. Check out the website as well, Esports Daily website. These guys have been around for a while. They've tried their hand in a number of different avenues for esports, and they're now doing Dota 2. Well, they have been doing Dota 2 for a little while. So if you want to throw your support, come along and have a look at the stream. Say hi. I will respond. And if you have some questions, go ahead and fire them out. There's not a particularly large turnout this evening in that stream, but hey, more the merrier. Back to the game at hand. Both teams taking their time to ban. What am I expecting to see? It's hard to say. Both these teams, they've banned out utility. You know, more so I think YMC, they've taken out their Venomous and their Chen. And those are 2 very strong heroes that can push, so they don't want to go up against push lineups. And if I was the captain of Mates in Six, I'd be thinking, these are push heroes. Maybe they don't like push strats. Maybe they can't deal with it. Maybe their strat is late game. You know, maybe they like those late game heroes. They like that long game farm. So maybe we just roll with it. Maybe we just pick up the second best split push heroes, the second best push line straight up. Pugna's still there, but no, they go with the Clockwork.
Radiant team pick.
And for those of you who did see the stats of November, Clockwork was banned or picked up in 98% of the professional league games. So very strong, and look how rapidly this unfolds. Clockwork into Glinks for the offlane. One of these heroes will be offlane. One of them could be a Jewel even. But Clinks does do well, exceedingly well in the offlane. He does have that survivability with the Skeleton Walk, as well as being very influential. And when he gets that Orchid, when he comes on with that Orchid, he can just drive down even the tankiest heroes very quickly. So,
5 seconds remaining.
Initially, I'm thinking Clinks is going to be on that offlane. YMC, however, they go with the Weaver and the Timbersaw. Timbersaw has dropped off in popularity just a smidgen. And I have to say, that's probably because of the change in the meta. But Timberstore still a very, very viable mid. Solo lane. Weaver's still a viable mid, solo lane, and into a tri lane. He can fit very well. But I'm sensing from both of these lineups, I'm sensing from both these teams, I should say, dual lanes just initially. Let's look at the second set of bans and what that's going to indicate to me as a caster or to you as the listener. What do you think? You can also feel free to disagree. What do you think? Look, again, more mid heroes being isolated here from mates and 6. They ban out that Storm Spirit, and of course we see Storm Spirit being played something like 70% of the time. Don't have the stats in front of me, but 70% of the time in the mid lane there. So sculpting the mid to be a setup, you know, and that is what we generally see in the Oceanic region, that the first two pickups, they give away what the core off lanes are going to be, perhaps through the supports, perhaps through the solo lane heroes, and they kind of wait for that critical moment to pick up that mid lane hero and hope to not have him counterpicked. So Storm Spirit, Queen of Pain followed up, so yeah, definitely doing that, and having already banned out the Lich for the dual lane combination, which we see quite regularly. Add to a lesser effect the Elder Titan. You can see here that they are definitely minimizing that pull down to better suit them in the mid lane. YMC though, I think they're playing the smarter draft. They're not isolating their draft or sculpting it just to be on a singular role. Right? They've got the Chen, they've got the Venom, so both of those heroes are supports, even Crystal Maidens, I should say. All three of those heroes are supports known to push, not so much Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's still in the pool. I think it's a smart ban because, yeah, look at that. 4 supports bans out of YMC. They want to minimize that pool, but I think all their bans are very, very smart, particularly the Crystal Maiden. We do have a Dire side team here, so Crystal Maiden on the side of the Dire fits naturally now, and so I feel that that is, again, a strong ban. Rubik, you can't waste bans, but on the supports. If there's a support you don't like dealing with and you ban it, that's a solid ban as far as I'm concerned. But the Rubik, that really seals the deal. It throws a nail into the coffin of any chances of the counterpicking. So we could see YMC leaning onto a wombo combo here if they wanted to. They have the Timbersaw, so they can, but no, they pick up Visage in their support position there, giving away that this is going to be a tri-lane. Will it be offensive? Will it be defensive? Yet to be seen, because there are still 2 more positions to pick up. Mate in 6, will they reveal their trump card, which will be a mid-Alchemist, perhaps? We've seen a lot of Alchemist play in the support position, and as I call it, there you go, Alchemist comes out of the gate. Just like that, before the mid position, this will be a mid-Alchemist recast. This may be a mid-Alchemist. Alchemist seeing a lot of presence in both the support positions. Mid, mostly on the Dire side. Not really supporting so much on the Dire side, but mid more often than not in the mid-Alchemist. Of course, you get up that Alchemist very, very quickly. Still as a support in the mid lane, rotate quickly, get those kills, and then quickly transition once you get this Grievel's Greed into the carry role, so that when you hit 20 minutes, you've got 3 really farmed carries who are at about the same level. You don't have this peaked off crazy Alchemist that you sometimes see. You have 3 really well-rounded heroes that can take it through to the late game and just take any team fight situation. So Mate in 6, they have identified this. They have picked up the Alchemist, and I like that pickup for the mid lane. YMC, man, I like their drafting style. Going for 2 supports with the Timbersaw for what could be a pseudo carry Weaver, which will most definitely be the off lane, and they could go with the last carry, and there's just so many left in the pool. They're going to leave that for the last pick, counter pick perhaps. Mates in 6 go OD for their mid lane, so it's not an Alchemist or recasting. I was wrong. Now eating my hat as we speak. It is going to be an Alchemist support. OD middle. Where else would you put the OD off lane? When you've got a Clicks and a Clockwork, it's really slightly up in the air when you think about it. The cheese can be picked from any branch. Outward Devourer could go into an off lane, but it's likely that he's going to be sitting in a Mid position, that's where he does well. I guess it comes down to what YMC are going to pick up here. They've got the opportunity here to pick up that conquer to force Alchemist mid. If they don't pick up that conquer, or they don't pick up a natural anti-outward, they can put outward mid. So mates at 6, they haven't cut off all their avenues. They haven't narrowed down where they could possibly go. Everything is open to them. So good, well played pickups there. Good drafting technique, I should say. But I do like the YMC lineup here. Look, every single one of those positions has been a critical support hero that has been eliminated from the pool, and you can see mates and 6, they're not shy by this. They've utilized Alchemist here for the support, Clockwork potentially support as well. They can go a hard support for that last position if they want. Both these teams, I like the drafting style of MA6 in the sense that they are not perturbed by what's being banned out, but I like the drafting style more so of YMC because they have focused on those supports with a set goal. Look, let's just ban out all the supports that we don't like dealing with, the ones that have push, ones that have utility, ones that can farm, ones that can counter play us. We're going to pick up some heroes with some great ults. There's never a bad lineup for Rubik where he can't steal something that you don't want the enemy team to have. And of course, Eco Slam could be very painful. You don't want to go up against that. But also a timber chaining Rubik has so much initial potential that you don't want to go up against it either. So that's a solid bet. And Lena, for that roaming potential, probably would have preferred to ban out the Lesh, which is what mates and 6 may be looking at to pick up, because Lesh has extra pushing power as well as that rotation potential. He has to time and land his stun just like Lena. Lena has more single target nuke, but Lesh so much better in terms of his well-roundedness and how he would fit into the enemy team. You know, and they've got the single target through Clinks, through Alchemist, through Outwards Valve with the right clicks. What they really want is the AoE, and so Les should probably be a much more natural pickup, given that there's going to be cogs in there as well. So Alina, maybe. You can't go past, because that would still just be just as viable. Argument can be made either way. YMC finish off their draft with the Viper. And I am new to this particular channel for the AEL, but those who are following me through either in-game client or have just migrated over, seeing that I am casting on a different channel tonight, you will know that I'm not a fan of Viper. Does not have those natural escape mechanics. You really need a great setup. If you have that great setup, it's going to work out well. If you don't, if you get caught dead with your pants down, you're going to die. There's very little opportunities for you to escape as Weaver. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's just that little bit more difficult. Are you broadcasting, Bloodlock? Can people hear you? Let's find out. Nope, can't hear you. That's great. Sorry for that technical break there, just making sure that I can't hear people using whatever is at my disposal. Anyway, let's have a look at the lineup. Who's playing what, and let's break that down. It is on the side of YMC. M is playing the Weaver. Boons is playing the Visage. VG playing Tipasaur. Elucin Jesus is playing Earthshaker. 124 playing Viper. On the side of MI6, Mates and 6, it is Chicane playing the Lion. Goshu Panda playing the Clinks. Tom Off You is playing the Outward Devour. Roger Dodger playing the Clockwork. I like that, Nick. Roger Dodger. And Thou playing the Alchemist. So, what are we expecting to see here in terms of lane? It's hard to tell. Items indicate. It's too early to indicate anything. They paused it at 3 seconds to indicate. But you can see here smoke already coming out of. In my 6, it is a support Alchemist. We knew it was going to be support Alchemist. He's going to be in the top lane, I feel, unless they are going to go for an offensive tri lane. And I don't feel it. I don't feel that they have that lockdown. They have the Alchemists. Maybe if they go with a Clockwork and a Lion into an offensive, that could work. But I feel that that would be a wasted opportunity. They have to secure those kills. And if they're going up against the Weaver as a solo in the safe lane, that could be difficult. If they're going up against a tri-lane, which consists of Earthshaker, Visage, and Viper, that could also be difficult. So I don't sense an offensive tri-lane. I do sense a defensive one. Let me just click that on. There we go. Hard to say. Game's still under pause. On the side of the Radiant side, yeah, it is pause. It's hard to say, but those lanes, as I call them, just going to recap to make sure you understand. And going to give a shout out again to the sponsors and to Esports Daily. Hey, look, if you're watching in-game, you're watching the client. Oh, it's the Kings! Man, the Kings on the Twitch channel, they are fantastic. They are the fun guys that make casting worthwhile. Greetings to the Kings who have made an appearance on yet another channel that I have randomly ended up on. How did you find me? In any case, game has resumed. Going to run off those things as I expect them to see. I was expecting a defensive tri-lane from the Radiant side, but it looks like they're moving aggressively to block out the Dire jungle. The Dire, they look like they may be looking to defend, so we could see early engagement, and if both these teams engage, I do favour the YMC. They have their earlier damage. They don't have the same utility though, so it's going to come down to jump. MI6, they do have better lockdown, so if there's a bait and bait and trap maneuver here, if they look to pull someone out of position and then just isolate them from the rest of their team. Some great stats there. Those top picks, are those the top picks for this event? Oh, look at this. Radiant, they go to wrap around, block out the camps. Dire, they're positioning themselves in the secret shop, nonetheless. And here come the charges. This is going to be early game engagement. This is a dedication. There is a charge ship. Here they come out. This is going to be first blood. Out comes Unstable Concoction. Down goes the cogs. In comes the sun. First blood goes up to Outwill Devourer. Timbersaw goes down. It's another kill. 2. Can they make it a 4-man wipe before the horn is even sounded? Or 3-man wipe? Just as the horn sounds, Visage goes down. It's 3-0 to the MI6. The team on fire. Can you catch them? Katniss Everdeen.
Double damage.
Right. So great early game engagement here from MI6. You know, they picked the position very well, hiding in the Radiant secret shop there, just waiting for any opportunity, any heroes to be out of position, perhaps heroes looking to get this rune or block it or even ward it. They would be out of position. And look at the lanes, man, they're not at all what I was expecting. It's OD versus Viper, and that isn't the best setup here for Viper. He has already limited mana pool, but he's going for the passives, I guess. So if he can get those passives off, yeah, he is. He's going for the passives. So at least he's got some staying power. He's not going to require that mana, but he's just giving away extra damage to the OD. Ooh, top lane potential engagement here as Earthshaker comes to contest the pull, or maybe the other way around. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Viper mid versus OD. That is going to be a difficult game here for Viper. He has the damage nonetheless, but just finding that position and not being caught out by early rotations is going to be the difficult here. And as I say that, it looks like there could be a little bit of a to and fro in terms of damage to each other. And you can see the right clicks coming out of OD is just too much for the Viper, who is forced back out. Meanwhile, top lane, the Visage Weaver and Earthshaker, I was kind of expecting this as a defensive tri-lane. They have instead go defensive up against the defensive here. Out comes the stun. Here comes Unstable Concussion. It goes through. The fissure is there. Right clicks from Weaver will take down Chicane. Chicane falls. The pursuit comes through. Clicks comes in with the Searing Arrows. And now YMC M is in trouble, but he uses this because he doesn't use it to escape. He uses it to do a bit of damage at the same time. There is a Sentry Ward. Down goes Unstable Concoction. This will be kill number 5 for IMI6, and this is already turning into a bit of disaster for YMC. That foray into the Dire jungle has not worked out, and what is a best of 1? I'm only casting 1 match, so must be a best of 1. And the pool play eliminations, or last of the pool play. Let's bring up the stats though. However, the only stat that really sorry, I apologize. I was distracted by chat. Let's look at the stats that I like to focus on more net worth. People like bring up CS, bring up this, bring up that. Yeah, sure. Look, here's some CS and here's a hero level and here's some XP per minute. But the one that just sort of translates best for the viewers, it is net worth.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And you can see here it's OD with clicks leading the way. They are winning their lanes quite strongly, 1800 and 1700, well above that of the Weaver and the Viper, as well as the Timbersaw, who are in the mid-grand bracket, but it's the rest of the team that is just low, that Alchemist fulfilling his role as a support, and he's going to transition well at the 20-minute mark should this go to a 20-minute game. Great pull-throughs here as well, so domination in the lanes all round for MI6, having picked up those 5 kills. Are they getting the CS, perhaps? Yeah, they're not super fun. It is all very, very close. Everyone is doing rotation in here. In comes the Visage, the stun comes through line, throws down the ice spike. There goes the right clicks from the Alchemist. Clinks comes in, he goes down, and that's a good turnaround for YMC as they look to push it down. Kosu Panda.
He's under attack.
He has to fall back, and it's a bit of their own for YMC. Great rotation there. Under Rune? It was under Ward. Like, they knew this was happening. It was under Smoke. It was under Smoke. That Smoke is no longer there. So, under Smoke, rotated to the top, found them farming in the jungle, picked them up. So, great utility there. Timbersaw versus Clockwork. This is a common occurrence here that we see quite regularly. Normally it goes to the favour of Timbersaw. Those cogs go off and that just gives you the best target for that Whirling Death, a Chakram, or even a Timber Chain across to the other side. And that normally means that you can catch him. Oh, Viper gets rotated on in the middle with the smoke. Missed that. Great rotation. Not perturbed by their own gank, or being ganked in the top lane. MI6 retaliate with their own answer here, and now push the lane as well. Earthshake getting the intelligence steal. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. You're gonna have no abilities for a long time. You know, you could go back to the well. You had that 182 mana. You know what? You can't even cast your fissure. You're stuffed. So only one low level. It's only level 1, isn't it? Level 1 in Astral Imprisonment. Oh, level 3. Oh, wrong. And again, 214 is in trouble as he calls 911, and he goes down. There is the Fissure Slow. Visage is going to look to get Chicane. He wants to right click it and save his charges through. Alchemist is body blocking, but it's to no avail. As he is driven down, does not even use those Soul Assumption charges. He could have just nuked it and walked out, but he wanted to try and get OD as well. And it's now 5 to 8. YMC have clawed back quite well. I don't like to say that regularly, but they have clawed their back. They're still 3 kills down though, but their position seems stronger. They seem like they are playing more aggressively. They are rotating.
Radiant's middle tower,
like I said, not perturbed by being ganked. They go for it. So I should say they initiated that miscast. They initiated that first gank in the top, but they're just not breaking the willpower MI6 just yet. And if they can keep that up, they will find some relief. Again, another Ancestral Spirit could, another Ancestral Imprisonment could lead to another gank, and pings do go down as the rotation comes in. There is the Hex, here comes the stun, straight into a charge. Wow, Familiars come out and really drive down the Lion. Viper does not die. I just gotta add it out. Viper lives. In comes the soul consumption. They turn what would be a gank into a counter gank. And now it is 8 for 8. Great plays by YMC. That money flowing from heaven, converting that wealth into health. And I'm just gonna add it again. That Viper didn't die. The Viper did not die. And that's, you know, that's the key here, because they went in with that initiation. They needed their Viper kill to be successful for all their dedication, and instead they threw. It was a big throw. You know, someone said this little throw is now 8 for 8. It's no one's game just yet, but that was a big throw. They had such a commanding lead. They had already ganked Viper a number of times. You can see here when I click into the actual stat that matters when this thing wants to work. Fail skills. Here we go. First card of the night, just warming up. The stat that does say what matters the most is Weaver and Clinks sitting there up with the OD. It is stabilized thanks to those extra kills. YMC are not far behind. They're not looking to be snowballed out. They've actually turned it around, so well done to them. Let's have a quick brief look at the items. There is a hand of Midas on the Clinks.
Missing bottom.
Going into the 2 stages masks early so that he can get those Orchid, those early Oblivion staffs for his Orchid. That's great. I like that. It means you're never going to have any issues with your mana. Well, technically you have limited issues with your mana. Medallion being built on the Alchemist, and that's going to be very influential once he gets up and running. Viper only building it now, building the mechanism in the mid. We see this regularly. He's going up to he's not building building a mechanism. Instead, he's gone straight for that potential Dagon. No, it's going to be Shiva's, right? Why would he build a Dagon? In the top there is a Pursuit. The charges come out. Unstable Concoction and Lion Charge Visage falls. No one was expecting that as the ult comes out. There's the dust. They want to get Weaver. M wants to escape. He's looking to cut through Duke as much as possible. They have abandoned the pursuit. They've absolutely abandoned their pursuit. They realize they cannot pursue. As 1-for-1 is the exchange here in the top dire jungle. And that's a fair exchange. A very hefty nuking Visage for a Clockwork, utility Clockwork. So, if anything, straight up even trade. There comes the Unstable Concoction and Fissure. Out comes the Hex. They still have a stun. Attempted to save with Visage. Weaver's there. He wants to get the right clicks. Chemical Rage comes out. 1, 2 right clicks, but it's not going to be enough. Dust is not available because they just used it. They do get the Alchemist. Now they want to get the Lion. So Assumption takes it, and YMC take the lead of kills for the first time in the match, having turned it around. Right click Dota. And it worked. It worked excellently. They waited for that push, and they saw the dive here from MI6. They turned it around. Zakuti in. There was the Visage, the Soul Assumption nuke. Lion so fragile. Man, that's a sexy courier. Sexy courier. Look at that. Spinning tentacles of doom. Clockwork doesn't seem to be building to anything that I can really count on. Yeah, he's looking a bit poor. He's got the bottle. Bloodstone obviously going to be up on the rotation. Rotation. Under smoke, there goes the hook. They want to get the right clicks. OD has to back out because he gets right clicked with the poison, and that could kill him. That looks like it may kill him. He has to save himself. In comes all manner of damage. He does go down. A bit of a misplay here from MI6 as they take 1, but it's not over yet. YMC going to throw it out with the Echo Slam. That's 3 for 1.
Hilarious.
And I got to point it out that the Viper did get the kill. That was just a big misplay. That's all it was. You could tell that their Viper was looking for the softest here to throw damage out while he was being engaged on. And he chose to just go in when he didn't need to. And that's costed him. That cost him his life. Again, look out mid. The action looks like it may be rife here. OD's rotated to bottom. Rotations everywhere. It's being countered there with a Viper meetup. And now Viper is getting even closer to his mechanism. When he gets that mechanism, he'll be able to probably do considerably much more against the OD. The lane should have been OD's, and I don't understand really what happened. Stun here with the medallion as well, and Finger of Death. You're not gonna get away from that, Timbersaw. React with your armor to my Finger of Death. I'm just gonna poke you, and your health is gonna disintegrate, vanish.
Dire's bottom tower is taking many wounds.
Weaver now coming into his own as well.
Like that.
I do like the fact that he's saving up that
cannot be
cash,
hurt.
potentially go hand to Midas, but it looks I do feel he'll go for MKB early, potentially, or Desolator. Clinks, man, already got those 2 Oblivion staffs. And with those Oblivion staffs, why are my tooltips gone?
Dyer's bottom tower has been denied.
With those two Oblivion stuffs, he is going to be able to quickly get Orchid. When he comes online with that Orchid, talk about this in the draft, he will start to explode, melt away any heroes. React to this, you know, you're silenced, you can't get away. Reactive armor isn't really going to save you if you've been Orchided up and you've got searing arrows coming in. Oh yes, typically versus Viper versus Venomancer. Outward tends to fall short winning lanes. Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under
I'm
attack.
wrong. Absolutely
Dyer's
100%
middle
wrong.
tower is under attack.
That's okay. You don't have to be wrong. No one's really watching, right? Says the people in the stream. They are watching. They know my mistakes. Shame forever.
Dyer's middle
In the
tower
middle!
is under attack.
Gonna keep my attention here. A bit of a charge up here into the mid. They want to take this tower. It's four-man. It's four-man mid with a pushing lineup.
That is for
No chance to react. No
If Dyer's
opportunities
middle
here.
tower was worth a damn, it would still be standing.
And it's not over here. Look, now it's a five-man. They are doing the FRD strategy. Gonna go roam as five, look for kills, and just ping wherever they feel that they need to find someone else. And they've got for aggressive warning as well. You can see some here for the Radiant side. They've got some defensive warding here. Warding heavy on the Dire side because they are falling behind. And that's what you do when you fall behind. You ward and smoke gank. And that's the bit that's missing. They are not smoke ganking, but oh man.
Attack.
That Orchid is online. 2 kills behind. MI6 now are going to be looking for the team fights because they have the Orchid.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And the position here screams that there is going to be an engagement from one of these teams. Deep hook.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Could be a deep hook here.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they want to. Another tower's going to fall without being contested. Charges coming in. Open up with a stun. React to this as he falls down. Move, bitch. Get out of the way as all the damage goes through. Nukes going down. Finger of death. That's 2 heroes for a tower. Now, MI6 need to capitalize on this. They need to pick up another kill. They need to find, if they can, another tower. Stun goes down onto 214, calls 911, and there's no escape. We talked about this. Viper has no natural escapes. If he gets caught out like that, he can't rely on anyone to save him. He needs a force stuff. He needs a Shadow Blade to get away. Does not have that. Surprised that MI6 have stopped the onslaught, slowed down the momentum. They lost 2 towers. They picked up, yes, they picked up 3 kills, but that's not enough. You know, towers trump kills in this early part of the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Another unstable concussion charge. Fizz going to block him off. He is going to self-stun. Yeah, they don't know that, so there is no counter push here or counter initiation under that stun. But it is 4-man top. 1 free farming Weaver in the bottom. Going into the BKB very early. Not looking to go to Lincolns at all. Well, not at this stage. Mechanism up. There comes... Wow, I was going to say there comes another kill. But he does have a Bloodstone. Did not realize he had that Bloodstone. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. We knew that, just going to go in the stats. Stats are so distracting. Viper did secure the mechanism before the OD. We did that because that's exactly the first, one of the early items that that Viper went for. OD opted for a hand of Midas, as well as the amulet, which I forget what it's called because they have no tooltips. Didn't even click on the right item. Null Talisman. How can I forget that? But I forgot it. Yeah, now they're looking to push down the mid. I feel YMC could be looking to overextend their welcome in the mid lane. There's 3 heroes pushing it up, putting a little bit of pressure, just sticking around and milling. And when you mill, you lose opportunities to pick up CS, pick up farm, pick up XP. Let's look at the overall graphs to see if that is translating. Goal graph was in the favour of YMC, now going down to below 1500, and that's really nothing in the game at all, in the long game of Dota. It's the XP that we needed to pay attention to. MI6 leading the way on over 3000 XP. That's a handful of levels, And that's a handful of abilities, and that's early ults, and that is everything. XP with the lineup that they have.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Rotation on the clock, we're looking to run away, but he gets found out by the Viper. Right clicks down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Now it's 15 to 6. One kill separates these teams. Visage, Boons, or Boo NZ. I'm going to call it Boo NZ because that sounds cool. Boo NZ. He's opting not to go with anyone and look to pick up an early rush or an easy rush. No, he's got that medallion. The pressure's on too greatly. It's not even an English word. The pressure is too great for him to be able to even consider going to pick up a Roshan. Meanwhile, there's free flum all over the place, particularly with Clinks. Awkward engagement, not enough warning can save you from Panda. This girl is on fire as the track plays. Yeah, look at his net worth as it explodes on the graph as he is more than 3,000 gold ahead of the Weaver. Clear advantage, but is all eggs in one basket can sometimes backfire.
Is not what it used to be. That is for certain.
Position here from MI6. They're looking to stop the push in the mid lane. They cannot afford for YMC to take another tower. Given the fact that look at the towers, let's look at the tower situation. Just as recap: no tower. No tower, no tower, no tower. Oh, look out, OD gets caught out with the end of the fissure. Out comes the slow, crippling grab. Unstable concoction is being charged, but the nuke comes through. It goes, it connects with the Timbersaw. Worst target to throw the unstable concoction on at this point in the engagement. And they do have to beat defeat and call retreat and back up. As YMC's lineup throws blow after blow at MI6, the team that I would consider to be favoured to win, but it is YMC that are proving to be the difficult challenge.
He's under attack.
Again, unstable concussion charge. This indicates some aggression into here. Again, it connects. Orchid opens up. That's a dead. Whoa! I was going to say that was a dead. That was a dead Timbersaw. He did eventually die, but he almost got away. Now Viper's in for a bit of trouble. Courier goes down. Unstable concoction's being charged. Can he connect? Can he find a target? Creeps block him off. He cannot find any target. He chooses to back up. But now it is 16 to 18. MI6 take back the lead. That network link works just proving to be too much to deal with. They need more dust. They really need more dust. They need more wards just to counter off this Clinks. Oh, and OD throws his life away. Perhaps expecting to do something. I'm not sure. Man, oh, great plays here. Great plays here. As Alchemist gets driven so low, but the chemical rage being popped to save himself. The pursues, the saves, the help of the body blocks as well. So a kill that would have been has been denied through player skill. And a four-man jostle here. They find themselves in position. YMC, they want to drive it home. They want to take a tower. That's another slow. That's a medallion charge. Out comes the nuke, and that's a pick up there. Tower as well, if they can just right-click it. Stick your ground Visage. Why are you guys looking to back up? You have those familiars. They force out the glyph.
Can take all the hurt Radiant cares to heap upon it.
Yeah, they force out the glyph, and now they're going to turn the tower. The glyph has been used at the wrong moment on the tower. They cannot save. The Lion is in position on the high ground. They know he's there. They have wards. So they hit and run. Yeah, no trap here. Clinks wants to go in. He pings on a hero. There's a sentry ward there, though, so you better be careful. YMC under smoke. Either look to rotate or to the top or pick up a kill. And this is smart. This is so smart. If they could go in and pick up this rush under smoke. Or at least find a kill. No, it's going to wear off. Here we go. As it breaks away, they find nothing. I really thought they'll go for a kill, but they find a kill. Out of smoke they come. There's the Echo Slave to secure the deal.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower.
Jackie Ma goes down, and it is now only Chicane who's looking to get away. Bit of bait here though, because you can see there is a Clinks. He wants to throw out the damage. He opens up with the Visage this time. And that is a big mistake. He has to now use the BKB. Picks up 1 kill, but now he is the target. No, they're ignoring him! They're ignoring him! They're absolutely ignoring him as he just throws away the damage. MI6 trade 2 for 2, but now they want the Viper. It's an uncontrolled array of chaotic damage. Reactive armor is going to be used here. Stun is being used prematurely. Oh wow, and Timbersaw is going to turn the game. Can he get a kill? No, there's the Hex, removing the charges for reactive armor. But look how low he got both Chicane and Fumofu. OD. Easier to say it that way. Ult's coming through here, and look, let's have a look at the lineup quickly. Again, items is a bit of a lull. Bloodstone on Timbersaw. We saw that deny early on. That was very, very well timed, or a bit premature, but I still feel you can't waste those opportunities. If you did, you did. Better use that Bloodstone. Mechanism on Viper we saw earlier. BKB up on the Weaver, we saw an engagement there where he needed to use that, and it did help turn the tide. Not complete full boot conversion. The Timbersaw doesn't really need them, but some extra HP or damage would be really useful, or even a bigger mana pool. He is also going for the BKB, so this is a late game Timbersaw. MI6, however, full boot conversion, they have that Orchid, they have mechanisms, BKB, 4-man in my hand, a Midas strat, and it is proving to be successful. Net worth is layer on top, especially with that Clinks, especially with that OD. And those are the two linchpins, those are the two sledgehammers just rocking it down. Like a wrecking ball, Miley Cyrus style, onto MI6. Oh, onto YMC, I should say. Another open up an engagement. There goes the Orchid, and they want. They opened up on the Alchemist. It wasn't successful, and now they've turned the tide. That's a double kill for Clinks. He's just on fire, absolutely. Undenied tower. Oh wow, he's in deny range. They use the glyph again, wasting their time. Timbersaw wants to stay around to deny. He cannot get close enough. Another clean pickup for MI6. 2 kills in a tower, trading for none. And all of that funneled in the direction of the Clinks, who's now going to go on to a free Roshan. Free, absolutely free Roshan. So, just going to quickly cover up again. If you're watching in-game client, howdy, I'm Amiga Kai, casting for the Esports Daily tonight. And this matchup, go along to their website, go along to their Twitch channel, hit follow, hit subscribe, and lend your support to these guys and their event. Items. Any development items? No. Let's look at graphs. Graphs. Oh man, look at that graph. It's so terrible. That is just a roller coaster ride. It is the fall of terror, graph-wise. You can see here at that. Oh, I wish I could see a timer. 24-minute mark. It was pretty much dead even. MI6 taking a commanding 4K lead now. Oh, look out. There's engagement. Get rid of the graphs.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Orchid
under attack.
opens up onto Weaver, who uses his Zakuzi at the right moment, exactly the same time.
Tower has fallen.
Bottom tower falls. MI6 just on an unstoppable charge as they run down the bottom lane, looking for targets to kill. They are impaling the heads of their enemies, and of course leading their way is Panda, the Impaler from Australia, taking the kills. Leading the way. What's he sitting on kill-wise? 10 for 1. 10 for 1. Makes up, what is it? 48%? 47% of all the team kills. All being funneled to him. Oh, look at that. They see something. Stun comes through. Blind hooks. He uses his ult. He feels he's being picked up. Is there a gem in there? There must be. Panda goes down. He has the Aegis. In comes the Viper, rocking out some damage. It is 2 heroes that have died. No one from MYC has died yet. Echo Slam comes down. Out comes the OD ult, but it's not enough. 3 heroes go down. Can they make it a straight trade?
Killing spree.
It's 4 for 2. YMC. Do they have a gem? They have a gem. Missed that amazing pickup. That gem is really what turned the tide here. Clinks suddenly realizes these guys are following me. They can see me. There's no wards. They haven't dusted me. I better use my BKB. And just not enough. That 10-second BKB or 8-second. Tooltips are gone. I don't know why. Where are my tooltips? I can't see how many charges are left on his BKB, but I believe that was the full charge BKB. Now YMC, they're going to capitalize on the fact there is no buybacks. There is no mountable defense. There are glyphs.
Dire structures are fortified.
They buy time. They want this Clink to come back. They keep a hero out of position. It is Timbersaw though. They realize he has that hypermobility. He can escape.
Incoming.
And see here, 5-man strat again. They're guarding the rune. They look like they could want to turn, and there's a pause. But let's. Oh, great! There's a pause. For once, there's a pause, and then a very critical moment. You can see here, Viper. He has not picked up the DD rune just yet. They want to find out where the heroes are, and I believe there will be a rotation. Is there smoke? Is there smoke? That's the key. Because if they have that smoke, damn, DD with smoke could be everything. They have Weaver to scrape at it anyway. Let's have a look at items. Just recap. Full boot conversion on MI6 as they casted earlier. They went for 5-man hand and Midas Strat. 2 BKBs now being completed, and they are creeping up their chart, including the supports. Everybody has a TP scroll. That's what you like to see. If I was playing in this match on this team, looking at everyone's TP scrolls, I would be so pleased. Whereas there are some heroes in MYC that do not have TP scrolls. There you go, yeah. The the Young Money Club, they do see the announcement of the position from MI6. They pick up their DD looking to pick up a kill, but have to fall back. Oh, yeah. Let's pick up a regeneration when we're here with our bottle. Oh, wait, don't have a bottle. Have a Yasha, though, and a BKB, so that's going to give it a lot more tankiness, a lot more survivability, if that is a word, to the Viper. He announces his presence in the top lane, but looking to push the lane, potentially act as bait. Sorry for the long pause. Just taking a drink of water, as you do. Top lane tower.
Top tower is under
Is there going to be an outside lines drawn on the map indicate that they are looking to want to outflank the position, come in from the flank here, collapse those ranks and get that extra combat resolution. Yeah, nice use of the unstable concoction, but it misses. How does it miss? How does the unstable concoction miss? I don't understand how it misses, but it misses. And that's another tower for YMC.
Dire's top tower
As the noose tightens around the neck of MI6. That's 25 for 25. The close kills not reflected in the graph of gold or XP, as it is clearly in the favor of MI6 in both of them. But how is this so? It's in their favor, but they only have one tier 2 tower left. Right, tower-wise, they've been on the back foot for the entire match. They picked up that Roshan. That's worked out. Smoke coming out of YMC. They want to catch your pings. Tremendous amount of pings saying mid-ground territory. They want to catch somebody, but can they catch anyone? They do not have the ward vision. It's not offensive. They want to block the lane. Yeah, look, see. They don't find anyone, so now they're forced just to waste the smoke as extra speed bonus to go down to the bottom and push the lane. And as soon as they announce their presence there, you watch these heroes from MI6 just explode out and pick up farm.
The shuttle flies.
Yeah, see, they see that there's one hero bottom. Yeah, they see that there's a couple of heroes bottom and go, right, Let's just go exploring. Let's go pick up some farm. And this is kind of counterintuitive. There's that Desolator. It's kind of counterintuitive. They need to make sure that they stay on top of YMC's pushes.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And they
attack.
pinged the defense of this tower for quite some time, but did not move into position. Instead, chose to give it up as it goes down now.
Dire's bottom tower is face
MI6
down
making
in the
laning
dirt.
mistakes, but they just picking the team fights and rotations so well in the farm. Just the farm with those hands of Midas, the Grievel's Greed. You can see here the two support heroes, other than Lion, they're not too far behind. They're a little bit behind, but they're not too far behind the carries on the side of YMC, and that's perhaps why the assault has not yet gone to the high ground. OD does have the Cypher Vice, so Sheep's taking it away. He has a 4-staff. Those items are just going to transition into teamfight kills. They have the Blink Dagger, Echo Slam, Champion. Going to land the touchdown. Not yet got the Mantis Style, Mantra Style. Viper, they get that. Ooh man, and you're looking for looking at a push lineup. No, as they clear their own jungle. No, they recast. As they clear the Dire jungle, and they look to rotate and pick up kills, or at least push the lane, it has stagnated a little bit, this matchup. MI6 have been restricted to their base, and they're just making, you know, this is what I talked about in the Amiga Hour, the Hand of Midas strategy. This was about a month ago when we saw professional teams picking it up. It makes every creep that you can find when you're confined to barracks and you come out. Every single one of those creeps, every single creep that you hand to Midas just becomes super efficient.
Killing spree.
Urshak get caught out of position. Has to buy back. Why does he buy back? Why does he buy back? There could be team engagement here. Are they going to commit? YMC are going to commit. Apologies there for the silence. Ah, look out. BKB, he was going to TP away, but instead he saw that there were heroes coming in. Could have TP'd away, but he decided to activate the BKB, and instead he has died, paid for that big mistake. This is going to be converted by YMC into a top set of towers, or if not a Rax. They sense blood. They say, hey, look, do you have a buyback? Do you have a buyback? No buyback for Clockwork. The defense here from MI6 needs to be impeccable. They have the heroes to actually turn this. Yeah, look at Viper. He's just adding their harassment. Creeps are coming in. They are looking to drive down this tower.
Dire structures are fortified.
Glyph forced early. There is no position here from MI6. They fall way back. They know they cannot afford to go in. They cannot afford to throw away any lives at this point in the moment. They're just going to buy that 6 seconds. Let the tier 3 tower go up. Tier 3 tower go down. And they do. It does fall. And now with 5 up. Now with 5 up, they can look to turn this. But it may be a little too late as they lose the first tier 3 of the match. Yeah, and they pull out. YMC, man, I'm so surprised how well they've done. You know, I said it in the beginning, they did have their own flavour of style. They go relate team against some of the best teams in Australia or Oceania. And so they do have their own flavour of Dota, and they do very, very well. MI6 has been on form for some time. Getting... Oh, what's the right word I'm looking for? They've just shown promise every cast I've had, and it's just improved. The step up is every time they cast them, there has been a step up in play. There has been a step up in execution. They can just come with time as teams look to play with each other for a longer period of time. Smoke comes out of the team. They come in with initiation. My mouse goes wild as I look to miss this. Another kill. MI6 just getting picked off all over the place as solo heroes. Oh wow, it's not even over. Panda is in position. He uses the BKB. There's the Blinks for Chicane. He wants to go in with a stun. Out comes the hook. This is sloppy initiation here from both sides, but it's not over yet as one hero drops. Can they make it a second? Clinks has to force the retreat. Outward Devours is in a bit of trouble as he looks to right click down the Viper. Clinks comes back and stuns go down him. He pays with it with his life. And MI6 throw it as they lose 4 heroes for 2. Open but top racks, no glyph. They have to buy back. They have to defend this. Otherwise, YMC will force the GG. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Can they hold the line? No, the resolution is too great. The resolution from MI6 is too great, and no towers fall, no racks falls, and instead they actually turn this around. Viper's there. Viper looks to go down. He wants the BKB up. He uses the mechanism. Clinks goes down, and that is a huge loss. 91 minutes for Clinks. 91 seconds for Clinks. 91 minutes. 91 seconds for Clinks. Double kill though. Both these teams exchange blows. It is 30 for 31. The graphs say it has gone back in the favor of YMC, so that's a huge swing given they don't have the 5-hander Midases. Chicane is going to be in for a bit of trouble here. He is being saved here, but LG may pay for his life. Great play here. Out comes the... Oh, nicely timed Echo Slam and a stun. In comes the hook. Odie looking to escape. He is going to abandon the teammate. He has no choice. He has to. He has to.
That is for certain.
Oh, deny kill? Was it a deny kill? There was not a deny kill. Echo Slam. No, there we go. Oh, Unstable Concoction comes through at the right time, and can he get away? Timber Chain does miss. The Dukes. The Dukes. They're getting away with the 4-staff. Look at him duke that like a champion, and he gets another one, duking it like I've never seen before. But you cannot duke. You cannot duke the finger of death. Excellent play by OG, but it's all for naught as the pressure goes down onto every lane. Weaver split pushing the bottom and taking the racks by himself potentially. He abandons it because he does not feel that it is worth dying for. No racks have fallen. Not a single set of racks has fallen. They've lost 2 tier 2s. Weaver is staying inbound. He's staying close by. I just want to respond to a question. Can you turn the announcer down in the game? I don't know how, because I turned the speech volume to 0 and he still comes out really loud. All I can do, guys, all I can do is this. Where is it? There we go. Because that is actually quieter than Axe screaming in your ear. I apologize. In any case, big place here. Lost opportunity by YMC. I do feel that Weaver should have given up his life to take down that Rex and at least secure at least one set of racks. It's just going to regenerate up. It was the melee. So now they have to look for another teamfight win before they can push it down. MI6, man, big throws here. That graph, Commandy graph, the swing that they had. Look at this. Down here, it's 8,000 advantage. Now, nothing. Same for gold. YMC have been revealed that they're doing Roshan, but I do not feel that there's position here for MI6 to come in. Yeah, there's no position here. They have to give it up at YMC. They're going to try and capitalize on this. They catch the Alchemist out of position. They throw down the stuns. What did he use? Charges. Use charges on the wand, not enough, and now they're going to turn the tide. Can they turn it? Can they turn it, or is this going to be the death of MI6 here? No, 2 heroes go down, 3 heroes fall, 4 heroes, 5, 6 heroes drop. One of them is, of course, the Weaver with the Aegis. So that's a 3 for 2 trade-off. Another great gain for YMC. Potentially also going to get this Roger Dodger. And he goes down. That is a 4-man wipe in exchange for a support Visage and a semi-farmed Timbersaw. Now they can push any of these lanes. Surely. And they won't make the same mistake. No, they're going to push mid. They're going to push mid. They're going to take the third, like they've got a strategy. I know what it is. They take the first tier 3 tower, then they take the second tier 3 tower, then they take the third tier 3, then they go for racks. That's the strategy. Buybacks come out from both sides of the team. No, come out from MI6. As they look to play damage down on Clockwork, they want to drive back the team, buy some space so they can hit the Rex, but no one is actually assaulting it. Weaver is going on the bottom. Yeah, there we go. First Rex falls. Weaver comes through with his ult. BKB's being used by everybody. 3 BKBs being used. But you'd have to say this is another set of racks if they can kill this Timbersaw, if they can kill this recasting. Or if they can kill this, yeah, Alchemist. This is GG here. This has to be GG. Two sets of racks have fallen. MYC, man. Massive plays. Huge plays, if anything. Oh, Clinks comes in. He's not over yet. It's not over yet. I guess Clinks with the farm that he's currently got. They're just saying, hey guys, just keep calm, and what's the keyword? Carry on, because Clinks can carry us. He could probably solo the lane if he can get close enough to a Rex. He could probably take it. Oh, look at that! Nice, nice. Steal the Rex. That's a full Mega Creep wave now in the bottom lane. There's a full Mega Creep wave in the top lane. Top barracks, mid lane. Top barracks is now open. And with all that exchange of gold, all the network tables have changed. Everybody's sitting reasonably close, very close. This game is actually closer than it appears to be. But items are going to be the key here. YMC, they have the Desolator, they have the Butterfly up on the Weaver, and that's... How do you deal with that? How do you do it? He's got BKB, he hasn't got Lincoln Sphere, so if he wants to get that Lincoln Sphere, he's just going to be difficult. Or if he gets, he's going to be difficult to kill. Or if he gets that MKB, GG, good night. Massage has his, as you can see, he has his Agnems, he has some support items, has that medallion, so that's going to help out. Typical with the Scyther's Vice, look, the tilt-ups are working there, but not on the thing. Bloodstone. Earthshaker's got the Veil of Discord with the Blink Dagger. That is fun shit right there. Viper did eventually finish their Mantisau. Now also building towards a... oh man, missing stuff out while I talk about the unimportant items. Familiar's trying to stun out the Clockwork, but he gets away. That is a double kill, 2 for 2. Straight trade there. No, losing that Clinks. Losing that Clinks is going to just hurt MI6 every time. They cannot afford to lose that Clinks. Lion, not so much. Earthshaker, not so much. Timbersaw, not so much. You lose that Clinks and you just lose a huge amount of firepower from your lineup. You cannot afford that. Drive home now here from YMC as they look to take the last set of racks. Surely this is the last ditch effort from MI6 if they cannot defend this, that it will be Mega Creeps and GG will be called. The top racks falls. There's a counter here. There's all manner of ability. Clinks is here. He opens up onto Weaver. There's a... yeah, look at all the damage. Damage away. Ships away. Yeah, this is just a fun game now. Look at that. Pick up the kills. Buybacks from OT. The Rax looks to go down. OT comes in. He wants to get some kills, but there could be his own death as Visage comes through with some right clicks. Timbersaw's there as well. Familiar's throwing out some damage. Yeah. And, right, I'm a Mega Kai. If you like what you saw, you like what you heard, you can follow me personally on facebook.com/OmegaKaiDota. You can find me on Twitch if it's Twitch/OmegaKai. I use that on occasion. Thanks, shout out to the organisers of the Australian Esports League. The sponsors. And if you wanted to find out the Esports Daily, go along to their website. Show your support.
Middle tower is under attack.
They don't only just do these kind of events, they do all manner of events. You know, shout out to the sponsors for helping us get together to run this. Shout out to the Kings. Apologies for my casting. This is the first cast of the night. I will be going on to other cups, doing the Razor Cup next. So if you want to find out where you can see me, go to www.facebook.com OmegaKaiDota, hit like because I'll be updating it shortly with where I'll be casting next. Where I am the Waldo of Dota casting. Where's Omega? Can you find me? We'll be casting the Razor Cup next. But yeah, congratulations to YMC, man. They toppled those giants, which is Mason 6, proving that I know nothing about the progression of these teams since I last cast them about 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. But yeah, thanks guys, and thanks to the admins for allowing me to cast.